Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto for another video. It is looking like BTC could be still potentially heading its way back down to roughly around about between $44,000 to $42,000. What would that mean for the meme space? Well, guys, even though temporarily we are seeing some decent pump to the upside, but that's only because Bitcoin is slightly pumping its way back up to the top. However, I reckon this could be a potential false return to the upside, because if you look at the overall structure, it looks like we are rolling over back down into roughly around about $44,000 to $42,000. Now, if this was to happen, how can we capitalize this within the meme space? Well, guys, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can start making some decent gains just by following these simple steps. And if you haven't already subscribed to my membership over here, go check it out. Otherwise, if you're new, guys, subscribe to my membership, hit the bell notification so I can keep you abreast of what's about to happen within the crypto space. You know what time it is? It's time to strap onto your boots, put on your rocket helmets. Let's get into the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So why don't we quickly check what's going on BTC, because it looks like we could be heading away back down into the lower levels. So that means if the candle or this weekly candle closes below this level right over here, then it's more than likely that we're going to be heading away back down to roughly around about $44,000 to $42,000. And how did I come up with that? Well, guys, it's quite easy. If we look to our left, we see nothing but clear air in between these levels over here. We've been printing pretty much just green candle over here with one small bimp of red candle there. That leaves me to suggest that if we take a look at the chart more constructively, it looks like all the liquidity is still going to be based over here, because we have so much candles built up over here, which means this area here should be a support, and usually will support eventually, sooner or later, we will be retesting back down to this level. Now we're going to see a further bloodshed within the meme space and crypto for next week, because if I pull out the measuring tool from here back to down here, it's about 18% moving to the downside. So when Bitcoin shifts 18-20%, usually with alts it will shift between 40, 50, 60, in some cases maybe even 100%, depending on how weak and not that strong some of these memes are, and the altcoins will follow. That's why we've been witnessing AMC on Solana has been going up by 109%, because that small little bump to the upside from this a larger move to the downside. And if we take a look at GameStop, it's the same case scenario. It's up by 86%. Kitty is up by 61%, and so is 4 from the Binance Smart Chain meme coin. But anyway, why don't we just get straight into the video, because I reckon that we can capitalize on this and make some serious gains. So why don't we get straight into Peng, because Peng, we are up on the day 12.51%, and the price is at 11 cents, and the market cap is at $11.59 million. So let's take a quick look at the charts. Alrighty then. Right guys, so as we can see from the charts, look at this, it looks like we are on the verge of flipping the move to the downside and continuing its way to the upside. What we can see here is all my previous trades, which I'm obviously still in, because I want to show you exactly how you can quite easily make some pretty decent gains. But anyway, I won't go too much into these, because taking a look at these structures over here, now this is what I mean that we could be in a dangerous territory with some of these memes, because if we carefully analyze what's going on with BTC, it looks like that we are still going to see a much further low to the downside. And the reason for that, because we are still lower than this level right over here. And as we look into our left, all we see next level for support is actually all the way back down here. Some might say that this could be a support over here, and that could be wicking into this level before continuing way to the upside. But when we take a look at the overall chart, guys, it does spell to me that we should be expecting much more lower lows, and my ultimate low it would be in a range between $44,000 to $42,000. Hence why I drew these two lines, indicating that if we stay above this line and continue away to the upside, then that'll be a nice bullish sentiment and it should be a continue to the upside. But in case if this doesn't work out, so that means that we should be expecting a much further pullback down to these levels here between $44,000 to $42,000. Now, how can we leverage that against memes? Okay, so let's take a look at Peng, for instance. Peng, if we firstly look to our left, we see nothing but just two candles on the way up. No red candles, no healthy move to the upside. We just exploded to the upside. So the likelihood is that once we do continue heading way down, it's going to be a quick move to the downside. So that presents us a perfect opportunity in order for us to get in for a bigger gains for the near future. That's why I'm not really overly bullish within the meme space, or at least not for the next couple of weeks, but we can still capitalize on the move to the downside where we can dollar cost average. But we do still need to see a couple of things. One, we need to see a clear break above this level, and then quickly we need to get back into this level when BTC is still hovering around this level. Otherwise, if we don't break into these areas right up here and we are still holding this level, well, it doesn't take rocket science to figure this out, because if we look to our left, once again, there's nothing here at all apart from just one long ass candle. So that means that we are more than likely to be continuing our way to much more further down, especially if we don't get above this resistance line up here and return back into this level. So as BTC will be dropping like it's hot, it looks like Peng will be doing the same case scenario, but dropping even further, because that 18% move down for BTC. Check this out, guys. If we do lose this level, we should be expecting, oof, look at that, 103% move to the downside. So you get what I'm saying, guys, because at the end of the day, if we see 18% fall to the downside, then with memes such as Peng, we should be expecting 103% move to the downside. But that presents us a trading opportunity. And I'm already in, well, I already hold multiple trades with Peng, because I reckon, and I'm a sole believer for the future, we are going to see some ridiculous prices for this project. And I don't even need to see like in 1,000 or a million X's or whatnot, because once we do drop back down to this level, I want to show you one thing, guys, as you're still holding whatever trades you still have up here. Because all you got to do is this. It's literally, if you do fall back to these sort of levels and you enter in a trade, just from down here to back up into this level, that would present to you a nice, easy, look at that, 34,000% move to the upside. Then from here to there, it will present us with 64,000% move to the upside. The reason why that is because that's since its inception, from that crazy ride to the upside. And if we do pull all the way back down in this level, that's how much it can present us in terms of gains. That's why I'm not all too afraid. Plus, I've got a few trades up here, so I'll reckon if we do come back down to this level, then I'll be quite happy to enter with this trade, and that this trade alone will dwarf the rest of the trades over here. And once we do continue our way to the upside, then guys, we should be expecting even more creative prices for Peng in the near future, because even if we drag this trade all the way back up to the last all-time highs, like so, look at that, guys, that will give us a tremendous amount of profits. So why don't we just quickly head over to the next meme, and that next meme is going to be LFGO. With LFGO, it looks like a pretty solid chart, and the project is also really decent overall, because I reckon we still should be able to expect more than 1,000x for this project, because we are up today 0.44% for the past 24 hours. The price is at 0.02544 and the market cap is at 2.5. Let's quickly jump into the charts. And the reason why we have all these trades here like so is just to show you and to illustrate how much you could be possibly gaining from these trades just by holding on to where we are right now. I do hold LFGO. I've got quite a big bag, because I'm simply confident that we are going to see some ridiculous prices in the near future. So let's say we use the same or apply the same logic as we did with paying onto LFGO. We could be expecting still some insane rallies coming in for this lovely project, because by holding or opening up multiple trades, guys, this will still give us an insane profit for the near future, and we don't even have to wait until we break well above the last all-time highs. All we got to do whenever we dip like this, and if we look to our left, it looks more than likely that we should be continuing our way back down to the downside, because this area here is nothing but green candles. So that means it's actually a good argument or a good case to say that this area here should be our most major support. And if we do drop back down into this level, what is that? That is roughly around about 50 odd, yeah, 60 odd percent move to the downside. So guys, as you're well aware by now, whenever we dip like 10% in BTC, it's almost like a disaster for the meme space in general. But remember, it will always present us with more opportunities to get in and to increase our bags for some huge profits for the near future. How high do I reckon we can go? Guys, I still reckon we can go 1000x plus for this project. If you are currently holding a trade right now, it's not financial advice. I wouldn't recommend you to take my advice in general or from any other crypto creators, content creators on YouTube, but do your own research. You can follow us with a grain of salt, providing that you have backtested some of these trades, but most importantly, that you only trade with what you can afford to lose, because with great risks, there are also great rewards. Because if you get in now, for example, and we hold and wait until the last all-time high-ish, that's obviously 9x from here. However, if we then dip a much further to the low side, guys, it's still fine, because if you put in a second trade over here and we target the last all-time highs, that this trade will then become 2,552% plus your 900% right over here. Guys, that's going to be quite easy, more than 30x in return. So who doesn't want 30x return? Guys, this is how you can make money in crypto. It is dead easy, but it does take time. Nothing comes overnight. Some meme does, but guys, those are far from few. So please do not get yourself lost in the midst of making money right now. Think for the immediate long term, and you shall reap the rewards. Now let's go look for Bird Dog, because Bird Dog is not looking too bad neither. Where's our favorite Bird Dog? We will also touch on Success Kid as well as Mad, because Mad is looking pretty decent. Actually, let's jump straight into Mad before we find Bird Dog. Okay, the market cap is at $9.63 million, and we are down on the day at 9.4%. So let's take a look at the charts and give you some pretty decent alphas over here. Alright guys, check this out. This is looking pretty decent anyway, because if we were to dip back into these levels down here, you could start adding some more, because by taking a look at the current price, it looks like we are rounding up from the top like so. This running up on top, it looks pretty messy, but it is of course necessary. Let's start with a blank screen or blank canvas and just the price action. Right, so what do we see, guys? This is quite simple. All we got to do is take a look at the current price. Are we lower than the last low? Yes. And can we look further to our left? Yes, we can. And it looks like this area here should be our support. So I won't be interested in buying this meme unless if we break above this level here, which gives us a quick trade to the top, and then we can see how we react in the zone. However, it looks more than likely that we are going to roll over back down to these levels down here. Now let's pull out the measuring tool. Check this out, guys. That's like 46, maybe even, yep, nearly 60% move to the downside, possibly. If we were to fall and roll back down to here, guys, I'm looking to get in a lot more because we can make some serious gains as Bitcoin pushes the price back up. The reason why it's like that, partially the reason why, from what we can tell by using all the other technical analysis, is because of BTC. BTC is also rolling over just like mad. So that means when BTC decides to drop back down to that $42,000, potentially we could be expecting a little bit more further pullback for MAD. We might even break this level and go much more further to the downside. If that is to happen, I wouldn't be too surprised, nor would I be upset. I'll be looking to buy even more for that continuation back around to the upside, because potentially, guys, we could see even more trades coming in. Because if we're trading now, for instance, let's say, because you don't care where you enter, because you just fundamentally believe in this project, then guys, check this out. This trade here will give you 247% move to the upside. And if we drop much further, say roughly back down to this level over here, that's fine, because you can leverage by adding more trades to increase your gains for the near future, or at least back to the last all-time highs. This one here will give you 247% for the move from the current price, whereas this one over here, measuring from anywhere in between over here, it doesn't have to be precise, and that will give us 564%. Guys, this is quite easy actually, because all in all, that will give you, because that will give you over 800% move to the upside, and that's your 8x. You're welcome, guys. It is really as simple as that. So don't be afraid of what goes on, guys. If I'm here to just give you a word of confidence, then take this as a word of confidence, because at the end of the day, I've been doing this for way too long, and I'm sure you've been hearing other people been doing the same thing. But anyway, let's quickly jump into Pickle, because Pickle is still, well, actually, it's looking kind of bullish now. It's looking kind of bullish now. I still want to see that move to the downside before I add any more to my trades, because this one here will give me quite easy 293% move to the upside. And if we factor in the rest of these trades over here, that's going to give us pretty sick gains. And that's actually well within the last all-time high. So just imagine, guys, if we do see like 1000x, if we see like 1000x, then you could be in serious money. But we just need to be patient. Patience will make you be a winner within this space. I promise you that. Not financial advice. Okay, final meme. Let's get straight into. Here it is, Bird Dog. Right, for Bird Dog, the market cap is actually dropping even more, which for me is great news. I can eat them up all day long whenever it drops even lower. It's at 0.29 million. We're down on the day 3.15%. So let's take a look at the charts. All right, guys, it's looking like we actually ranging sideways here for a little bit. I still reckon if BTC decides to flip down even further, then yes, it looks like Bird Dog should be on its way back down to this most important support level down here. We are not too far off, guys, because it will be making this move to the downside for the longest. And as long as we continue down this path, then I reckon in no time we should be heading away back down to these levels down here. If that was to happen, then guys, even from this trade, from targeting from here to this last level there, before we broke in structure, that would give us 537% move to the upside. Plus, with this trade that I'm currently in, another 161% move to the upside. And that's how you make your gains in the pre-bull season. I won't even call pre-bull season, because let's face it, guys, we haven't even seen a bull season yet. So guys, you tell me, do you find my content useful and informative? Have I eased your worries? And to never fear whenever we dip, because whenever we dip, that's when we should be eating up more of these memes in order for us to see those crazy gains. So guys, what are you waiting for? Don't be shy, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, make sure you watch my last few videos. If you'd like to pick up some free decent airdrops, check out this video here on TAPGOAT, because I found a pretty decent cheat code on how you can maximize in your airdrop allocations. And if you're not a member yet, guys, it's the price of a coffee. Just subscribe to me over here, where you can get videos like these, and I can show you exactly where to place your trades. Otherwise, if you want more in-depth trading style, then you can go to my £17 per month, where you get one free live video call, plus you receive a unique Telegram link, so you can remain in contact with me for as long as you hold this membership. Otherwise, if you're a complete newbie and you would like to learn how to trade, then guys, head over to my £85 per month, because this will give you a one live video call per week plus a few tasks you got to take away with yourself and complete them before you meet me in the next live video. And you also receive a unique Telegram link so you can stay in constant contact with me to get some more support. Anyway guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one.